Hello, my dearest confidants. Today's word heavy on my mind is patience. I started training Birdie, the newer horse, a couple of days ago, and one of the very first things that you do with them is teach them patience. And the most invaluable way to teach them that is to have them tied up to what's called either a patience tree or a patience pole. And it occurred to me that we always are, wanting to be granted patience. We want to be given patience, right? We ask the universe for patience. We pray for patience. And it's not something that any of us is born with. And that was made abundantly clear to me today because Ladybug has a lot of patience. But I had a trainer teach her patience. And now she'll stand there peacefully, quietly, and just wait for whatever it is that I want to do with her. And so Birdie has had training in the past, but she needs a refresher. It's like she's starting from scratch. And because I've had her for so long, just letting her gain weight and just basically do whatever she wanted, within reason, she's forgotten a lot of her manners. And so today was a very good example of that. She wasn't as bad as some other horses I've seen. But she definitely was pawing at the ground and turning around in circles, pulling her head, trying to get away from the tie. But when she was ready, and it took about an hour, when she was ready, I was able to pick up her feet. That's the first time that she stood still long enough for me to pick up both fronts. We'll work on the back ones. I want to get her comfortable with picking up the front ones first. And so my point and goal here with this post is, you want to be granted patience. You want things to work out in a way that's conducive to what you want. And it doesn't work that way. Things unfold in the timing that they're meant to. And even though the concept of time is a man-made construct, you can't rush it. It still goes at its own pace. Some of the things that you want to go the slowest end up going the fastest, and vice versa. And patience is something that you have to practice. It's not automatic. Even people that you see that seem to have a lot of patience, it's because they were either taught it at a young age or they taught it to themselves. And so there's a lot of turmoil going on right now around the election and all of that stuff. And, something else that's been heavy on my mind is sometimes we have to go back in order to go forward. And, it just helps to propel us. If you think about those little Mattel cars that you'd pull back and then you'd let them go and then they'd go. And they'd go really fast. The harder you pulled them back, the faster they would go. And it's kind of the same thing. These times may seem scary and uncertain, but everything's working out in the grand design. And we just need to practice a little patience and stand true and firm in our authentic selves. And we're going to get propelled forward here pretty shortly. I love you, my dearest confidant. Until next time.